Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another episode of It's Me Speaking to You. I am, as always, ever faithfully, your host, Mr. Jeffrey Wilson, coming to you live and direct from the Gateway to the West. And today on the show, ladies and gentlemen, it's a new day. Yes, it is. He is the newest honorary member of the New Day. And if you know who they are your WWE Tag Team Champions. Sonny Boye has blessed us today. Sonny Boye, what is up, my man?
Hey, Ned, how you doing? Thank you for having me. How y'all doing out there?
Absolutely, man, absolutely. I'm a huge fan of the wrestling, have been for quite a while. Was watching the Raw the other day, and the New Day brings up somebody out of the crowd. I wasn't sure what was going on there, and sure enough, man, it's Sonny Boye. I was dying.
Sir.
That was pretty cool, man. Very cool. Looking at you. Yeah, man, doing a little bit of show prep here. Clearly, you're no stranger to the squared circle in the wrestling business. How I won't ask your age, not that it matters or anything, but when did you start getting into professional wrestling, my friend?
Probably, since I was born. My great grandmother used to watch, and she was, into it heavy.
You said your grandmother?
Yeah, my great grandmother.
Okay.
Great grandmother. Yeah, into it heavy, and from there, my uncles loved it as well.
What was she watching? What was great grandma watching? What kind of territory day stuff?
It's back then during the territory days. She had old footage, black and white stuff. She had all kinds of stuff. It's pretty much still hard to remember. I was that young.
Yeah.
So she was watching it.
Are you guys? You're from the D.C. area. Is that where she lived as well?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so that probably would have been Vince McMahon Senior's WWF, and probably a little bit of North Carolina's Jim Crockett probably at the time.
Yeah, and even maybe
Mid-Atlantic.
some stuff further south as well. Because I know after I got a little older, my uncles kept me into it, and that's when WWF and WCW is still going around.
Sure.
And it just stayed, it stayed from there, stayed with,
Yeah, no, absolutely.
It never left.
Yeah, well, I'm 43 years old, brother, and I just took my 8-year-old, who's 9 now, to her first Raw not too long ago. So yeah, we got a whole nother generation indoctrinated, my man. So.
Oh yeah.
So who, you were a territory. I mean, again, I'm not gonna ask your age, but sometimes that kind of determines if you were around during the territory time or you were viewing during the territory time. What was your area, man? What was your favorite?
Well, during my time, it's going to be pretty much. I remember it's going to be close to during the '90s. When I was born in the '80s. So,
okay.
I don't go too far back.
Right.
Pick up a history book,
Yeah, or WWE
time,
Network, man. That's your history right there.
Oh yeah. My time is pretty much mid, let's say like late '80s into the '90s. Especially during the the Attitude Era. That's pretty much the era I grew up on, and that's what stuck to me the most, especially the Attitude Era.
Strictly WWF though.
Yeah, and WCW.
Okay.
And ECW as well.
Right. Okay.
That's when I was between 12 to 14 years old, from '99 to 2001. It was like wrestling came on 5 days a week. You had Raw that repeated when it came on Telemundo.
Yeah.
And
you watched it in
Tuesday,
Spanish. There you go.
Oh yeah, I watched it again on Telemundo. And Monday nights you had WCW, which started an hour before Raw.
Yeah.
And you try to watch both of them. And I had 2 TVs on back then. One in the living room, one in my room.
That's and yep.
Between that and then Tuesday, I believe it was a local channel that used to show some wrestling. Not sure what it was. And then you had Thursday night, you had Thunder, and then also you had SmackDown as well.
Yep.
And ECW used to come on the other week. So it's like you was busy watching wrestling, pretty much all week. I ordered every pay-per-view from WCW to WWF as well. Didn't miss not 1 month for each brand. And it pretty much, like I said, it stuck with me. I wasn't getting away from no wrestling.
Yeah, well, you couldn't, man. Back in the day, there was so many options, man. Like you said, with WCW, with its Thunder and Nitro, and then WWF with Raw, SmackDown, and then obviously ECW jumped into the fold. Yeah, there was no shortage of wrestling, man. And I think, my opinion, I guess I can ask yours. What's your thoughts on that, man? Vince is kind of, I mean, I guess we have some other up-and-coming companies, but, he's kind of the only show in town really on that level. Do you think that kind of hurts things, as far as competition goes? Or do you think we need kind of just like one king of the hill and then some smaller players?
I'd say first, Vince, he's a genius. I mean, business-wise, pure genius. I think it was cool to have, more varieties to watch, but as far as competing-wise, I don't think, they need to try to compete with the WWE and Vince, unless they really want, that type of competition.
Right. But no one's really on that level, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, I guess you have to try to do your own thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's always a Walmart, there's always a Target, and you pick your poison which one you want to go to, you know what I'm saying? And that's just pretty much how I look at it. If you can get to the McMahon successful rate, as far as having your company, you can probably say try it. I mean, you never know, what's going to happen, but it's like, with Vince getting the best talent out there, the top guys, you pretty much have a hard time trying to, get your show established, but
that's what I was going to say to anybody that they try to get going. He'll buy out the big guys contracts
because like for me, I stopped watching WCW at one point because I used to give everybody a trivia question. I was like, and no one would ever get it right unless you listen to a couple podcasts already done. It's like, who's the guy that made me turn from WCW to Raw? I just started watching Raw permanently because I didn't want to miss when he came out. And nobody would get it correct, because they go down to all the top guys. Nobody would get it correct. I want to see if you can get it correct. Let me see. I'll give you 3 shots. You get 3 chances to say who was the guy that made me want to watch Raw even more.
Well,
even more.
You said, all right, so you said it's not, you said they ran down the list of the top guys, so it's not the obvious guys necessarily.
Right. I mean, we already know we're watching them. No,
yeah.
I want to see what Austin do. I want to see Taker hang Stephanie up. I want to see The Rock say, so we know I'm watching them. Of course, I know they're later on in the hour, but
right.
The guy just had to come see.
I would say, and this is I would say either Rey Mysterio, Chris Jericho, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit.
Nope. Well, at that time they were still at WCW. So.
So I was just going to ask you. Obviously, it was pre-invasion, but I didn't want to give it away though. If you had said like, is this those guys left?
I give you that. It's strictly still doing Monday Night Raw. The Radicals didn't leave yet. They still over there. WCW doing their thing. Even I think Rey Mysterio was probably no limit during the time when but Master P was over there.
yeah. I'm trying to think who was the good workers in that. I'm trying to think. I mean, shit, man. I mean, you had like a Hardcore Holly or a Bob Holly or Al Snow. I don't know.
I give it to you. Now, I give one. Them guys was amazing. I used to love when Hardcore Crash came out with the scales, saying 400 pounds. That was amazing. That was perfect.
Hardcore Harris. I would. Isn't that Hardcore Harris? Wasn't that? Who was that? That was. He had another character name though. Later.
He was still Hardcore Holly, and then he had Crash Holly. Before that, what was his name before that?
Oh, so it was Bob Holly though. That's him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that was it, right? Didn't I guess that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
right,
he was no joke, dude.
The guy that got my attention was the Godfather.
Oh,
in his nobody would never. And the whole train. It was catchy. It was catchy. And that's what used to get my attention. You get a whole train gimmick, got the girls out there. It was the funniest thing I used to see. I used to get up and start dancing with them.
Yeah,
and I used to get mad when I missed his, when he worked,
Right.
And I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna miss it again. And just started watching it permanently.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean those were back then they had a lot of those kind of gimmick characters that really, I mean, I wouldn't say brought the kids in, but they had a lot of those kind of real gimmicky characters, which, I don't know. I mean, you obviously have, two sides of the coin on that. Some people, your purists
and
may not like.
That's one, because he introduced new people, a lot. Mark
Right.
Henry, he brought guys out, and it was just like, okay, where he going? When I was watching WCW, what got me, you remember the guy, his name was Big Swole. Do you remember him? That's doing the No Limit area. Ray Mysterio didn't have a mask on. They was wearing the fatigue. They was beefing with Mr. Perfect. Had a I Hate Rap thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He had this huge bastard sitting out by the ring. His name was just Big Swole. I mean, I don't know if anyone his size today, even wrestling now or wrestling before, his arms is massive. In fact, I'm gonna just go Google it later on while I'm at work, because I was little back then, so he could probably wasn't that big, but I know this dude was huge. I always wanted to see him get in the ring and do something, and it never happened. He just a guy that's still on the outside. He'll probably hit you on the outside if he ever got involved. That's all he did. I was so curious to see his big ass get in that ring.
Big Swole. I wonder who that was.
I wish I had my computer. I wish I was from my office right now. I could go on my computer.
Yeah, no, I can punch him in. So, all right, so you, I mean, like I said, looking at your page here, you've, you're not only you're just a wrestling fan, you've gotten into the ring. Like, you've got in there. Where did you start? Where did you train? And where did you first, get your first, entrance into the business?
I got there in 2009, and I trained at Gilbert's Professional Wrestling Academy, owned by Dwayne Gilbert himself. Shout out to Gilbert, Dwayne. He's the best guy ever, great teacher. And he had two guys that was trained as Ramblin' Rich Myers and Earl the Pearl. They wrestled at the Holy Rollers, and they also did countless work as extra talent throughout their time in the business. A lot of stories between them, a lot of knowledge. Three great minds. I love them guys to this day.
Very cool.
I don't think they get enough credit for what they do, and they have a real passion for the business.
I'm seeing your guy Big Swole here, Masterpiece Bodyguard. Yeah, he's freaking enormous, dude.
Right. Yeah. You want to see him get in the ring, kill something?
Right.
It just, but yeah, them guys, they trained me. They really established the character I ran with since 2011 to that I still do today, along with Sonny Boye. I'm still Sonny Boye.
Who is that character? It reminds me of like we have a character around here in St. Louis on the circuit, Attila Khan. He kind of has a Attila Khan, Abdullah the Butcher. What was it? I'm seeing. Am I wrong? Actually, you don't know who Attila Khan is, but what's the influence there for that character? It looks pretty dope, though, man.
Thank you. Who inspired that was the Sultan.
Okay.
Yep. When Rikishi was the Sultan. If you was to put up one of his matches right now, you can put up like one of the classic Mustafa matches, one of the early Mustafa matches, you would be like, okay, yeah, I see it. And it's just the look. You want to capture people's attention, and it's like, hey, take your shirt off, let your boobs hang. You know what I'm saying? Just go on all out, look massive. And when you and honestly, in battle, combat, and in fighting, that's how you dress. You don't wear a shirt. So I was like, I take the shirt off.
Yeah.
And then it was like, I do like Abdullah. It just worked. It's so many. It looked like Abby, but the gimmick inspired from the Sultan, Rikishi. That's what the gimmick behind Mustafa. He is a Sultan.
Okay.
And stuff like that. And love to fight, love war, love to dish out pain. He's wealthy, and as far as money, and in politics, it's all all kind of backstory with him.
Yeah.
It came. That's pretty much where it came from. Between a mixture between him, Sheik, and the Sultan himself. And then I tried. I had to progress them because nowadays big guys got to move. And one of the best guys that does that is between Bray Wyatt and Samoa Joe, two of the best big men that can get around that ring. Cruiserweight. And we know Samoa Joe was making that statement for a while. and it's like, you know, I had to adapt that persona, you know. Like I was trained as the big guy, so you don't have to get the old school feel, and now, you know, not reinventing the wheel, just adding some spinners on it. You know?
Yeah,
so
no, absolutely. Yeah, here I'm checking
so,
your page, man. I hear you have a match. You're about to get. You're in the ring here with Jake the Snake, man. About ready to get a little bit of Damien action put on you.
Oh yeah. That was pretty. That was pretty fun. That was an honor and a privilege to work with Jake.
Yeah, I've been hollering at Jake, trying to get him on. I had Hacks on and trying to get Jake on. Actually, some good friends of mine are actually talking to Jake right now on We Are Live on InsideSTL.com and CBS Sports Radio, which you guys can go check that out. Jake the Snake Roberts on We Are Live tonight. But yeah, man, that's cool, man. I mean, obviously, you know, you know your thing, dude. You know your craft and you know what's up. So, I mean, obviously, dude, your world, you know, clearly has probably changed over the last few weeks, man. You showed up on Raw kind of out of the blue and, like I said, became a bit of an honorary member of the New Day, who those guys, I mean, that's, you know, they're really just what has helped bring a resurgence back to Raw, tag team wrestling, along with obviously like Enzo and Cass. But, you know, the New Day, man, it took me a minute to come around to them, but they're definitely fun and definitely entertaining to watch. How'd that go down, brother? How'd you link up with them? How'd you link up with the WWE? I mean, I'm sure there's no shortage of them getting, you know, videos and stuff from independent wrestlers wanting to get on with them. How'd you link up with the WWE and specifically the New Day?
You just normally you just send out your classic email and you update your recruiter page, basically your job application. Constantly update that. They will send you an email if they want to use you. It's something you have to check on constantly because you don't know when they're going to email you. They're not going to pick the phone up and call you. They might. But as far as the extra talent work, you know, you normally see the email out to say how you're available to come to these cities and states, and you get there and you wait and you hope for they have something for you. They want to use you.
So when they do send you that email and you can do it, is that all on your dime? You have to fly there. You have to, you know, hotels, etc.
Oh yeah, you get yourself. You get yourself there. You do get compensated for the days. You get extremely well compensated is the way I put it, because I'm not. I love business, so you know.
Yeah.
You know, some people in it for the money. People in it, they love it. Some people can say both, you know. But
I mean, you can't put a price on that kind of exposure. Raw is, you know, has been one of the top rated cable shows for years. You know what I mean? So they hit you up, they bring you down, and you get compensated, and you just hope you hope they can use you. You hope they have a spot for you. So that thing you said you fill out, is that something just like indie wrestlers do? They kind of just put their name into their Rolodex?
Yeah, and referees too.
Okay.
I was told that referees has to, you know, they fill out the page as well. You know, or managers and stuff. They pretty much, you put it's pretty much a profile, and you gotta update it constantly. If you're not updating it constantly, they feel like you ain't in business no more, or you probably slow down, or you're taking a break.
Right.
You know. So it's like it's something you have to stay up on.
And what city was that in, brother? I forget now. It's been a few weeks. It
was D.C. I was aired in Pittsburgh, and Buffalo, New York. I was aired in Pittsburgh, and yeah, you get there, and like I said, you just hope to get used. You know, you hope they have something for you.
Yeah. So they just, I mean, it's kind of, I mean, obviously you probably like the New Day, but did they kind of set that spot up that night as far as how they were going to use you was with the New Day?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty much, you know, I was on the slide, like, hey, we want to use you guys, and me and my brother standing right there, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm still in shock on whom I'm talking to. Like,
yeah.
You know. And I'm sitting there like, okay, cool. I'm talking to such and such, you know. And I'm like, all right, this is kind of working a little bit.
Yeah.
So after that transpired, it's okay. So what's going on? And they break it down to you. They tell you everything that's going on, and you're like, okay, cool. And I'm like, okay, I'm working on the New Day. You know, I love the New Day. You know, my son loves him. So
right.
It's like, everything's working. I know a lot of that stuff. And I pretty much just ran with it from from that point.
No, absolutely.
For what I was supposed to do, and I said, it worked.
Well, you are the new honorary member of the New Day. So, I mean, is that one of those, like, we'll get back with you? I mean, is there any plans for any return, or is it kind of like a one and done? Thank you very much, or
It's pretty much up to creative. You got to see what they going to do.
Right.
Pretty much might come back. I was told try to get booked for a couple more shows that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Because it worked so well. The gimmick worked so well.
Have you been able to get any kind of whatever, for the lack of a better term, metrics, any numbers on how well that spot did TV wise during that segment?
No, I didn't get any intel like that.
Okay.
I wish I did, but I just got the feedback from the boys in the back after everything was said and done. I got pretty much I got that feedback.
Well, how was that? I mean, sometimes obviously
it was overwhelming. It was truly overwhelming.
Good.
And a blessing. I liked it. It was it's a words can't describe it. It was a overwhelming feeling to all love and support.
I can imagine, man. I mean, that's huge exposure. I don't know. I mean, obviously not to compare gimmicks, but the last time I remember that kind of thing going down, pulling somebody from the crowd, this is back in the day, and it wound up being Hillbilly Jim, man. And he wound up going on to become a huge figure in the company, having a nice career. So, you never know with these things. And I was not like, again, not to compare the gimmicks, but you know what I mean. But obviously, and if it was successful, and like I said, your stuff's been blowing up since then. So obviously it's resonating with people, man. And good for you, man. Good for you for taking advantage of that opportunity.
Yeah.
So
Thank you. It was totally a dream. It was like you said, life-changing event.
Yeah, I can only imagine, bro. I can only imagine. So outside of the WWE, what's Sonny Boye got planned here coming up? Obviously, I know you're heading to work right now, but what's the plans for? I mean, obviously you're gonna stay in the ring. What's Sonny Boye got planned?
Sonny Boye is going to stay in the ring. I'm actually, I'm still accepting booking under both of the gimmicks. As Sonny Boye and as Mustafa. Just taking it by storm, see what's going on. I'm gonna be Sonny Boye. If someone wants Mustafa, then I can do that as well. Rabbit's choice is to be Sonny Boye and keep that going. To me, that's where a lot of people know me at. Millions of people who watch Raw, the people that was at the arena, they know Sonny Boye. They don't know who Mustafa is.
Right.
They did research and they go ahead and know. But as far as that night, they saw Sonny Boye.
Right.
So that's what people who want to see. Podcast. Some people want a podcast, but people want to talk Sonny Boye, not Mustafa. At the side, like Mustafa didn't talk, so it was kind of like one of them weird things as far as I can't do a podcast. But people, interested in Sonny Boye. And your podcast, everyone else's podcast, they want to keep Sonny Boye alive, or keeping him a factor. So, that's just how I look at it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, congratulations, brother. I mean, like I said, that's a huge coup for your brand. You wound up on, like I said, one of the widest, biggest watched shows on cable television, Monday Night Raw. So yeah, there's definitely worse spots you could show up on, brother. So hopefully that translates to, like I said, more bookings, more dough, and all that good stuff, my man.
And more headache. It's not for all the ex-girlfriends who want to start calling me.
Hey man, it's tough being a stud on Monday Night Raw, bro. Hey, do you have any social networking, anything you can shout out where people can follow up with?
Please, everybody that's watching and listening, like I say, if it ain't funny, it ain't sunny. And keeping it funny, that's how you keep it sunny. Two of my little lingos I got going on. Follow me on Twitter. I'm a Sonny Boye. It's spelled IMASONNYBOY. As simple as that. My fan page is It's Sonny Boye, ITSSONNYBOY. I'm on Instagram as well at Sonny Boye Rock, semicolon, Sonny Boye semicolon Rock, ROCKL.
And I will be sure.
On Snapchat at Sonny Boye as well. You can find me on Snapchat at Sonny Boye. Facebook, Sonny Boye as well. Just add an E at the end. I go live pretty much 3 times a day. And do Q&A, just hanging with Sonny Boye, whatever you want. We just talking, shoot and breathe, everything like with me, you know.
There you go.
Farmer first, you know. I'm just like you. I thank everybody for the support and the love. You know, without you, I wouldn't be, you know, Sonny Boye. Without y'all, God made me, God birthed me, July 25th. That's what Sonny Boye created.
There you go.
And I thank you for that.
Well, Dan, and I appreciate your time, brother. We all appreciate you coming by, and continued success, man. Keep grinding, man. Let's show up on Raw again, man. That was cool, man. That was a real cool thing, man.
Yeah.
And I meant to ask you, dude, how were the dudes? How were the New Day? Them guys individually. Did you get to talk to them too much before or after the show?
Yeah.
Or?
I pretty much talked to them like, throughout the once it was put out there. We talked for quite a while, you know, because as you probably know, I worked at New Gallows before, so it was, it was just, hey, how you doing? Long time no see, you know, and it went from there. So, after that, it was just like, just talking, kicking and breathe, and pretty much just understanding what's going on, trying to get a feel, you know, for what they want. And I said they're an excellent bunch of guys, tremendous people in spirit. You know, we all know the athleticism. You know, I'm happy and I'm thankful I met them. You know, able to talk to them, work with them. And I think that hopefully I did my part, you know what I'm saying, for them. But they did so much for me with just that one segment, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit goes a long way, man, and hopefully, again, man, much success will come from that, brother.
I hope so as well.
Well, I appreciate your time, man. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the newest honorary member of the New Day. His name is Sonny Boye. Thank you so very much, brother. Continued success, man.
Thank you, brother.
All right, folks, it's me speaking to you, chopping it up with Sonny Boye from the New Day. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We will have more.